Hello and welcome to this train simulator video. Today we are driving the class 321 on a service from Welwyn Garden City to London King's Cross. First things I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look at the timetable, and I've just paused the video here so I can write down the times of the stations that we are arriving and departing at. So we're leaving Welwyn Garden City at 8:44 this morning, stopping off at Hatfield at 8:47, then Potter's Bar at 8:54, New Barnet, Oakleigh Park, New Southgate, Alexandra Palace, Finsbury Park and London King's Cross. It has got the times up here, but it doesn't have them in the selection area. So let's now set up the train for departure. First of all, what I've got to do is I've got to change the train length to 8 cars. Then I've got to set the train into neutral and then put it into the forward position. Don't want the cab light on, but I do want the dimmer and the heater on. I'm going to put the headlights on. I don't need the tail lights, so they can stay off. I'm going to open the doors of the train now, and I'm going to scoot across over to here for the destination setup. And as I am driving the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 321, I will now look at setting up the departure board. So I'm running to King's Cross, as you can see here. So I put in 00100 and then press enter. 00100, enter, and it says 10 London King's Cross. If the service was going through Welwyn Garden City, Hertford North, or I can't see where that is, Nebworth, then I'd put in the appropriate destination code. Oh, we've got a fast class 365, and there's the pedal key, just needs to be clicked. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press the F4 key and switch cabs to the back of the train, because what I need to do here is also set up the destination indicator, and I need to turn on the tail lights of the train. 00100, enter, and let's switch back to the front of the train. So we're now getting ready for departure. So shortly, this service is driver operated, so driver only operation. So I'm just going to have a look at where we are stopping en route today. So we'll depart Welwyn Garden City, calling it Hatfield. Then we'll miss out the next 2 stations, Welwyn Green and Brookman's Park. Stop at Potter's Bar. Then miss out Hadley Wood for New Barnet. Then stopping at most stations into London King's Cross. This is a peak hour service, so it's going to be a fun bit of service to drive. Going to get ready to close the doors in a second. There's also a quick service coming through now. The class 365 running surely to London King's Cross. Close the doors. Turn that off. Take that off, and we can depart now for Hatfield. Now I've already ran part of this route already, and it seems that the frames are running rather okay. Like I say, I am recording this off a laptop, so surprisingly the laptop does very well. Hatfield is just under 2.5 kilometres miles away. And I need to remember that the brakes on this train are separate to the throttle lever. As a lot of the trains that I drive, they are the same. Just press E there. That is for the foot pedal there, known as the DSD pedal. Also got the Q for the AWS self-test sequence, or the testing sequence, the alarm even, to reset. We should have green signals most of the way into King's Cross today. Going to open the window. Just going to hear the rush of the air as passing through the train. As we're on 75 miles per hour, I'm just going to idle the throttle now. And now slowly apply the brakes for our first station of Hatfield. We are suffering a slight bit of lag, but nothing too severe. Get to this signal, I'm going to apply the second lot of braking. And just take it off a second as we approach 50 miles per hour. It's going to add the brakes again. Now the station at Hatfield will just about cope with an 8-car train as long as I stop by the standard car stop sign right at the end of the platform. Just going to apply full service. There. We might have just slightly overshot there at Hatfield. This is our first station stop of Hatfield. There we are, we're getting ready for departure now. So I'm going to close the doors. Take the DRS off. And we go for our next station at New Barnet. We've got one intermediate station between Potter's Bar and New Barnet, and that is Hadley Wood. Speed limit is now 65 miles per hour. So as soon as I start to approach that, I'm going to put the train into 50%. There's an intercity service passing us there. Shortly we will be increasing the speed to 75 miles per hour. And we're starting to approach our next station of New Barnet. This station here is Hadley Wood. Once we get to the next lot of signals, I will be starting to brake again for our next station. It's a lovely orange building there. Or yellowy building, rather. This is New Barnet. I'm going to apply step 2 braking here, as we are approaching the platforms much quicker than I anticipated. Seem to be suffering from a slight bit of lag here. Nothing major. This is New Barnet. So get ready now here for departure from New Barnet. Let's close the doors. Put the train into first. Wait for the door interlock to come on. And depart for our next station, which is just over half a mile away at Oakleigh Park. Taken the throttle off there, ready, and I'm just starting to apply the brakes for our arrival. I think that's just a warning to let us know there's a speed change coming up. Have to start braking rather harshly, I think. Oh, looks like we might have a slight run over here. Nothing too major. This is Oakleigh Park. Get ready now for departure. Next station is New Southgate. New Southgate is just over 1.5 miles away. speed limit is now 70 miles per hour. And as we approach this, I am going to start to idle the train and apply some slight braking, ready for our arrival. Seems to be again suffering from a bit of lag, nothing too severe. Seem to have braked rather well here. So arrival into New Southgate. Oh. Just having a look what our arrival into New Southgate is supposed to be. We are running about a minute late. This is New Southgate. Let's get ready for departure. Our next station is Alexandra Palace. And on departure from Alexandra Palace, I will be changing this train over to guard only. So, sorry, to guard controlled. I'm idling the power here at 60 miles per hour because there is a speed change just after this tunnel to 60. I'm just applying the brakes rather sharply because I've forgotten that we are pulling into Alexandra Palace. First Capital Connect delivery depot there. So I will close up the doors at Alexandra Palace, but from now on the train will be in guard operation only. To be suffering a bit of lag here. This is Alexandra Palace. And the next thing I'm going to do is change the train into guard mode, which I do this by clicking Ctrl Shift and R. You can see the doors are now in guard controlled mode. Right, that's our call for departure. Our next station is Finsbury Park in 2 minutes' time, apparently. However, we seem to be running about 2 minutes late. Thought I had a... oh, crikey, the lag's gone bad here. Hopefully it will correct itself shortly. I think it's just as we're passing trains that aren't moving. Oh. Hopefully it should stop as soon as we pass these trains. Did end up speeding a little there as well. Train Simulator does not like passing trains on here for some reason. Does do the train some bad lag. Oh. The lag might also be bad as we are entering London now. Do have green signals ahead, which is perfect. Going to start braking shortly as we approach Finsbury Park. Class 321 that's just passed us there. And we're now approaching our station. Lag seems to have returned again. I think it is mainly probably because we are coming into London. I need to keep going to the 6 and 8 car stop sign down here. We are running ever so slightly late by about 2 minutes. This is Finsbury Park. Now get ready for our departure to London King's Cross, our final terminus station. Just under 2.5 miles to King's Cross, and I do expect some lag at this point. Seems to be having a bit of a race with a class 375 here. 365 even. I've got to be careful as the speed drops to 45 miles per hour shortly. I will be just using the train on idle and pressing the brakes here to slow the train down into arrival into King's Cross. Upon arrival, there will be a 15 miles per hour speed limit. We're just passing below St Pancras International on the high-speed tunnels here. The train that just overtook us, by the way. No, that's not the train that just overtook us. It's a warning, just to say that the speed is dropping down. We're assigned into platform 10 at King's Cross, as you can see. Just going to start applying the brakes a lot quicker now as we approach the 15 miles per hour speed limit. I think we are going to be speeding at this point. Yep. Heavily speeding now. This is King's Cross. I hope you have enjoyed this video today. If you have, make sure you give a like down below and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Click that bell notification button. The video of last time, which was a couple of weeks ago, is at the end as always. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well to be notified when there's a new video out. And I should see you next week with another train simulator type video. As we approach the platforms at King's Cross now, I hope you have enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time. This is London King's Cross.